Hello everyone, welcome back to Kay's Crochets. I am Kay, and this is about to be the first video of January 2025. This video was recorded back in November. It just so happens that I am really bad at time management and I could not keep it together, you guys. And this is just me being 110% transparent with you. I really wanted to get this video done before the new year. However, life happened and it is what it is. But I really hope that you guys enjoy it. There probably won't be an outro for this because I'm recording the intro to this right now. So unless you see me again at the end of the video in the exact same outfit, I'm recording the outro again right now because I just got done editing. So let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this video. And without further ado, here are the appliques that people have been asking me about for the Care Bear bucket hats that I made. So this is just the pattern video for that. It is a voiceover video, but I do have text on the screen. So just let me know in the comments if you would rather me just put text on the screen or if you would like me to do voiceovers. Depending on what you guys enjoy, it will make it easier in my editing process if I didn't do both. However, if you guys enjoy both, I'll do both. It doesn't really matter to me. But this intro is about 2 minutes long, so I'm about to sign off. And again, I hope you guys enjoy the video and a happy new year. Peace. All right, hello everyone. So we're gonna start off with Cheer Bear, and we are gonna start round 1 with single crocheting 4 in the magic circle. Again, I'm really sorry about these magic circles, you guys, but this is just the best way that I know how to do it. So I'm going to do magic circles when I make videos. So again, you're gonna put you're gonna make a magic circle and then you're gonna put 4 single crochets in that magic circle. You're going to slip stitch into the first single crochet and then you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. All right, so for round 2, we're going to do increases in each stitch. So we're going to put 2 single crochets into each stitch. So you should end up with 8 stitches at the end of the round. And for that last stitch, we're going to add the color green to change the color of the rainbow. Honestly, you guys can pick whatever colors you want, but I just decided to stick with the bear colors. So again, we're just gonna add the green into that last stitch, and then we're gonna chain 1 and turn our work. With the green now added, we're gonna do round 3, and we're going to do 1 single crochet and then 2 single crochets into the next stitch. So what we're going to do is 1 single crochet and then an increase, and we're going to do that 4 times around using that green. So as you can see here, we're going to do 1 stitch and then we're going to add 2 stitches into that next stitch, and then we're going to do 1 single crochet into the next one and then 2 single crochets until the end of the row, and then we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. For round 4, we're going to stick with that same green yarn, and we're going to do 2 single crochets and then 1 increase in each stitch all the way across. So we're going to do 2 single crochets and then we're going to increase in 1 stitch, and then we'll do 2 single crochets and then increase in 1 stitch. And at the end of this round, we're going to switch to the color yellow, And when you do that, you'll just add that yellow in that last stitch, and then we'll chain one and turn our work. For round 5, with the yellow yarn now added, we're going to do 3 single crochets and then 1 increase in each stitch. So again, we'll do 3 single crochets and then increase in each stitch. And then we'll do that all the way around. We'll stay with that yellow yarn for row 6. So all you'll have to do is chain 1 and turn for that next round. For round 6, we're going to single crochet 4 and then increase. So then we'll just single crochet 4 and then increase in that next stitch. And then we will switch to the color orange at the end for that last stitch. And we'll chain our work and turn for the last 2 rows. So for round 7, we're going to single crochet 5 and then increase. And what we're going to do is, again, we're going to single crochet 5 and then increase. And with that last stitch, we're going to add the color red. And then we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. For the final round, what we're going to do is single crochet 6 and then increase. And we'll do that all the way down the row, and then we will chain 1 and fasten off. So we'll just chain 1 and then you'll cut the yarn, leaving a long enough tail for you to sew on that red piece. Like just to sew on the rest of this to the beanie. I would say leave about 5 or 6 inches worth of yarn, because that gives you a little bit of wiggle room depending on how you decide to sew it on. You could always not leave a tail and just weave it in, and then you could use like adhesive glue to put it on, or however you decide to do it. So it's multiple ways for you to do it. You don't have to leave a tail. But for those who are deciding to sew it on, I would just advise you leave like a long enough tail to however you decide to sew it. And that will complete our Cheer Bear rainbow. Next up is going to be the Playful heart as well as the hat that he has on his belly. Alright, so for the heart, we're going to chain 2 for this first round, and then we're going to do 2 single crochets into the second chain from the hook, and then you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. For row 2, we're going to put 2 single crochets into each stitch, so you should end up with like 4 stitches at this point at the end of this row, and then you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. For row 3, we're going to increase in the first stitch, and then we're going to single crochet until the last stitch, and then we're going to put 2 single crochets into that last stitch. So we're going to increase, single crochet until the end, and then increase again. For row 4, we're going to increase in the first stitch, and then we're going to single crochet until that last stitch, and then we're going to increase in that last stitch, chain 1 and turn. And then for rows 5, 6, and 7, you're just going to repeat this over again. So you're going to increase, you're going to single crochet into the last stitch, you're going to increase in that last stitch, chain 1 and turn your work. For row 8, we're going to single crochet into each stitch all the way across, and then we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. For row 9, we're going to single crochet into the middle of the heart. For in this case, we're going to do 7 single crochets, and then we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. For row 10, we're going to decrease in the first 2 stitches, single crochet into 3, and then decrease in the last 2 stitches. Then we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. For row 11, we're going to decrease in the first 2 stitches, single crochet, and then decrease in the last 2 stitches, chain 1, and then turn our work. For the last row, we're just going to single crochet into each of those stitches, and then we're going to fasten off. For the next side of the heart, what we're going to do is start with row 10, and then we're going to just work our way to row 12, and that is basically what you're gonna do for this next part of the heart, and then I'll meet you back when that part is complete. So now the last thing for the heart is we are going to single crochet all the way around, and this is just to make it look more seamless, as well as to help with sewing it onto the hat after you finished with the other part of the appliques. If you just want a heart, that's fine. This just makes it easier for you to sew it on without having like awkward gaps or anything, and to make it so that you have an actual stitch to get into instead of you like trying to find where it's supposed to go, for you to be able to just make it look better. So this is more of like a housekeeping thing. Like, you don't have to do it, but I thought it made it look a lot better, so that's why I'm adding it, because I did do it. So for the next one, we are going to do the attachment for Playful Heart. So we are about to do the little hat portion. Alright, so using blue, we are going to start with a chain of 8 for Playful Heart. Then you are going to put a single crochet into each of those stitches until you get to the end of the row. You should have 7 stitches, and then at that final stitch you're going to switch to the color yellow. For row 3, we're going to decrease in the first 2 stitches, and then we're going to single crochet into the last 2 stitches and then decrease again. For row 4, we're just going to do single crochets all the way across until you get to the end, and then we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. For row 5, we're going to decrease in the first 2 stitches, and then we're going to single crochet into the last 2 stitches, and then we're going to decrease in those last 2 stitches, remembering to switch to the color blue again for that last stitch. For row 6, you're going to single crochet all the way across. So you should have 3 stitches at this point. And then in that last single crochet, you're going to switch to the color yellow. And then you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. For row 7, we're going to decrease in the first 2 stitches, and then in that last stitch we're going to put a single crochet, and then we're going to turn our work. We're going to chain 1 and then turn our work. And then for row 8, we're going to just decrease into the last 2 stitches, chain 1 and then fasten off. And that is it for the hat for Playful Heart. You can weave in the ends like as you go. For this purpose, I didn't end up weaving the ends because I wasn't putting it on anything, but you can always weave in the ends as you go. It'll look better when you guys do it just to put it on the hat. But all in all, I do think that it turned out really cute. And now we're going to move on to the crown for Braveheart. And again, this heart that I'm showing you is the same for Playful Heart and Braveheart, so I won't be showing you guys the heart again because that is part of the tutorial already. For Braveheart's crown, we're going to use yellow, and we're going to chain 11. For the second row, we're going to single crochet into the second loop from the hook, and then we're going to just single crochet all the way across, leaving us 10 stitches. For row 3, we're going to single crochet 3, and then we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. For row 4, we're going to single crochet 3, and then chain 1 and turn our work again. For row 5, we're going to decrease into the first 2 stitches and then single crochet in that last stitch, chain 1 and then turn our work. And for row 6, we're going to just do a decrease in the last 2 stitches, chain 1 and then fasten off. And you will just repeat this part, so from row 3 to row 6 on the other side, and then we'll meet back when it's time for us to do the middle. Now for this middle section, what we're going to do is attach the yarn, and then for rows 1 through 3, You're just gonna single crochet into all 4 of those stitches, and then we'll meet back when it's time to start decreasing. For row 4, we're going to decrease in the first 2 stitches and then decrease in those last 2 stitches, leaving us 2 stitches. You're going to chain 1, turn your work, and then decrease in those last 2 stitches for row 5. Chain 1 and then fasten off. Right here, I'm just showing you guys the seam line that you would need to sew together in order to make it look more like a crown. What I did was I just sewed that part together. You could always crochet it together, but I just found sewing it to make it look a lot better. And then you're just going to sew that onto the heart. Now we're going to do the heart for Grumpy. And using red, we're going to do a magic circle. We're going to chain 2. And then we're going to do a treble crochet 3 times. So 3 treble crochets. And then we're going to do 3 double crochets. And then we're going to chain 1. Do 1 treble crochet. Chain 1. Then we're going to do 3 double crochets. Then we're going to do 3 treble crochets. Then you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to slip stitch into the magic circle, chaining 1 and then fastening off. Now we're going to make the little raindrops using blue. And what we're going to do is make a magic circle. We're going to chain 1. And then we're going to put 4 half double crochets. We're going to chain 1. We're going to add a treble crochet. Chain 1. And then we're going to end off with 4 half double crochets. To finish off, we're going to slip stitch into that first half double crochet, and then all you need to do is make sure that you make 2 of these raindrop pieces to add to the applique. Now with blue, we're going to make the little cloud pieces, make a magic circle, and then chain 2. And then we're going to put 10 double crochets into the middle of that magic circle. And then at the end, don't forget to slip stitch into that first double crochet, and then fasten off and leave a tail. And then we're going to make 5 of these cloud pieces. You're just going to sew them together, 3 on the bottom, 2 on the top, to make the actual cloud piece.